Hello everyone. In this video I am going to discuss few more examples on Char-Pit method. Consider the equation 2zx minus px square minus 2qxy plus pq equal to 0. This equation is a non-linear partial differential equation of first order. Non-linear because of the product term of p and q. And since the equation is not in a standard form, so to find its complete integral we apply the Char-Pit method. Given equation is a non-linear partial differential equation of first order, also can be written as, we consider the equation as function f is 2zx minus px square minus 2qxy plus pq equal to 0. Now we write the Char-Pit auxiliary equation corresponding to equation 2, which is given by dp upon del f by del x. So del f by del x, partial derivative of f with respect to z, which is 2z minus 2px minus 2qy plus p del f by del z. Del f by del z, partial derivative of f with respect to z. So we get 2x. So here 2px equal to dq upon del f by del y. So del f by del y, partial derivative of f with respect to y. So we get minus 2qx plus q del f by del z. Del f by del z again 2x. So here we get 2qx equal to dz upon minus p del f by del p. Del f by del p, partial derivative of f with respect to p. So we get minus x square plus q minus q del f by del q. Del f by del q is partial derivative of f with respect to q. So we get minus 2xy plus p. This equal to, further equal to dx upon minus del f by del p. So this is our del f by del p equal to dy upon minus del f by del q. So this is our del f by del q. So this is the Char-Pit auxiliary equation of the given equation. From this equation we have to obtain the values of p and q. So we take two parts which can be integrate. So here we have dq upon 0 minus 2qx plus 2qx cancel. So dq upon 0. So we take first and second part. So first is equal to second. Now this 0 we multiplied into left hand side. So finally this whole expression is 0 and we get dq equal to 0. Now integrate this, we get q equal to constant. So this is the value of q. Now putting the value of q in equation first, we get two zx minus px square minus 2axy plus ap equal to 0. Further simplify this equation, we get value of p is 2x multiplied by ay minus z divided by a minus x square. So these are the values of p and q. Now putting the values of p and q in equation, dz equal to p dx plus q dy, we get dz equal to 2x z minus ay divided by x square minus a dx plus a dy. Now the integration of integration of this gives the complete integral. So here the term dz can be integrate, a dy can be integrate, but in this expression we are going to integrate with respect to x, but we have the variables z and y as z minus ay. So the derivative, first we have to separate the variables. This term z minus ay, the derivative of this term is dz minus a dy. So can we have the term dz minus a dy in this equation? Yes, if we transfer a dy into left hand side, we get dz minus a dy, and then we divide z minus ay. So we get dz minus a dy upon z minus ay is equal to 2x dx upon x square minus a. So variables are separate. Now if put z minus ay is t, then we get dz minus a dy is dt. So dt by t integration is log t. So the value of t is z minus ay. So we get a log of z minus ay equal to, here if we put x square minus a equal to t, then we get 2x dx equal to dt. So again we have dt by t. So integration is log t, and value of t is x square minus a. So we get log of x square minus a plus constant of integration log b. Now using the properties of log, this expression can be written as z minus ay, because of in the right hand side log m plus log n become log mn, and then log cancel, we get z minus ay equal to b into x square minus a. So this is the complete integral of the given equation. Next question is, solve p square plus q square y equal to qz. So this is a non-linear partial differential equation of first order. Non-linear because of the power of p and q are other than 1. Since the equation is not in a standard form, therefore we apply the Charpit method to find its complete integral. We write the given equation as function f is p square plus q square y minus qz equal to 0. Now we write the Charpit auxiliary equation corresponding to equation 2. So the Charpit auxiliary equation is del f by del p by del f by del x. So del f by del x is the partial derivative of f with respect to x. So there is no x, so this whole expression is constant with respect to x, and therefore del f by del x is 0, plus p del f by del z, partial derivative of f with respect to z. So we get minus q. So we finally get dp upon minus pq equal to dq upon del f by del y. So partial derivative of f with respect to y, we get p square plus q square plus q del f by del z. Del f by del z, again we get minus q. So q into minus q, we get minus q square equal to dz upon minus p del f by del p, the partial derivative of f with respect to p. So we get 2py minus q del f by del q, the partial derivative of f with respect to q. So from here we get 2qy, and from here we get minus z. So del f by del q is minus 2qy 2qy minus z equal to dx upon minus del f by del p. So this is your del f by del p equal to dy upon del f by del q minus del f by del q. So this is del f by del q. Now this is our Charpit auxiliary equation corresponding to equation 2. Now we obtain the values of p and q from this Charpit auxiliary equation. So we take two parts which can be integrable. So we take first and second part. First part is dp by minus pq and second part is dq upon p square plus q square minus q square. So q square cancel and we get dq by p square. So we get a d from first and second part we get dp by minus pq equal to dq upon p square. Again p and p cancel and then cross multiply, we get p dp equal to minus q dq and transfer this into left hand side, we get p dp plus q dq equal to 0. So variables are separated. Now integrate this, we get integration of p dp is p square by 2 plus q dq is q square by 2 equal to some constant of integration. Multiply whole equation by 2, we get p square plus q square equal to 2 time constant and which we consider as a square. So from here we get the value of p square equal to a square minus q square. This is the value of p, but this is a function of q. So we want to find the values of p and q in terms of x, y and z. So putting the values from equation 4 into first, we get the values of the value of p square plus q square. The value of p square plus q square is a square. So we get a square y equal to qz, and from this we get the value of q is equal to a square y by z, which is in terms of x, y and z. Now putting this value of q in equation 4, we get the value of p in terms of x, y and z. So which is the value of p square equal to a square minus a power 4 y square by z square. Now a square is common and z square is LCM, so we get z square minus a square y upon z square. So the value of p is the square root of this, we get a by z square root of z square minus a square y square. Now putting the values of p and q from equation 5 and 6 into dz equal to p dx plus q dy. Then we get dz equal to a by z square root of z square minus a square y. This is the value of p dx plus q dy. So value of q is a square y by z dy. Now here this expression can be integrate. In this expression a square is constant, y dy. So the parameter of integration is dy, that is we are going to integrate this expression with respect to y, but there is a variable z. In this expression we have parameter of integration is dx, that is this expression we are going to integrate with respect to x, but we have the variables z and y also. So first we have to separate the variables. So what we do, we multiply this whole expression by z and then we transfer this a square y dy into left hand side, so we get z dz minus a square y dy. Now we divide this square root expression into left hand side, we get square root of z square minus a square y equal to, here we get a dx. So the variables are separated. In this side we have dx and constant. In this side that is in left hand side, we have dz and dy, and corresponding variable are z and y. Now integrate this. To integrate this, we put z square minus a square y square equal to t square. And then we get z dz minus a square y dy equal to t dt. So we get a t dt by t cancel, and therefore the integration of dt is t, and the value of t is z square minus a square y square whole power 3 by 2 equal to ax plus b. So this is the complete integral of the given equation. Next question is, solve p equal to qy plus z whole square. So this is a non-linear partial differential equation of first order, and since this equation is not in standard form, therefore we apply the Charpit method to obtain its complete integral. Equation also can be, we write the given equation as function f is qy plus z whole square minus p equal to 0. Now we write the Charpit auxiliary equation. We have to write the Charpit auxiliary equation corresponding to equation 2, and which is given by dp upon del f by del x, the partial derivative of f with respect to x, but there is no x variable, so this whole expression is constant with respect to x, and therefore del f by del x is 0, plus p del f by del z, partial derivative of f with respect to z. So we get twice qy plus z. So here we have 2p into qy plus z equal to dq upon del f by del y, the partial derivative of f with respect to y. So we get 2qy plus z multiplied by q. So 2qy plus z plus q del f by del z. So again we get del f by del z, partial derivative of f with respect to z, we get 2qy plus z equal to dz upon minus p del f by del p, partial derivative of f with respect to p, we get minus 1 minus q del f by del q, del f by del q, partial derivative of f with respect to q, we get 2 times qy plus z multiplied by y. So we get 2qy plus z equal to dx upon minus del f by del p. So this is our del f by del p, minus 1, equal to dy upon minus del f by del q. So del f by del q is 2y qy plus z. So this is the Charpit auxiliary equation corresponding to equation 2. Now from this equation, out of these 5 parts, we take 2 parts which can be integrated. So we take first and fifth part, because in first and fifth part we can separate the variables as follows. So first part is dp upon 2p qy plus z equal to fifth part dy equal to dy upon minus 2y multiplied by qy plus z. So here qy plus z cancel, 2 cancel, so we get dp by p equal to minus dy by y. So variables are separate. We can write dp by p plus dy by y transfer into left hand side equal to 0. So the variables are separated. We integrate and get integration of dp by p equal to log p plus integration of dy by y is log y equal to integration of 0 is constant, suppose log a. Now apply the properties of log. We get py equal to a, as log m plus log n is log mn, and then log cancel. So py equal to a, and which gives p equal to a by y. So this is the value of p, and which is in terms of x, y, z. Now putting the value of p from equation 4 into equation first, we get, putting the value of p from equation 4 into first, we get the value of p is a by y equal to qy plus z whole square. From here we get square root, so qy plus z equal to root a by root y, and which gives the value of q. Transfer the z into right hand side, so we get root a by root y minus z, and then divide by y. So we get the value of q equal to root a upon y power 3 by 2 minus z by y. So this is the value of q. Now putting the values of p and q in equation dz equal to p dx plus q dy, and integrate, we get the complete integral of the given equation. So dz equal to p dx, the value of p is a by y dx plus q dy. So this is the value of q dy. Now we have to integrate this. So first we see in which terms variables are separated. That term can separately integrate. So in this term we have the integration parameter dx and variable y. So in this term variable are not separated, and when we multiply this we get root a constant dy upon y power 3 by 2. So the parameter is dy and the variable is y. So in this term variables are separate, and here dy multiplied by z by y. So parameter of integration is dy, and variable also have z. So in these two terms variables are not separated. So first we have to separate the variables. So we multiply the whole equation by y. So we get y dz, and here we get y cancel minus z dy. So minus z dy transfer into left hand side, we get y dz plus z dy equal to, here y cancel, so we get a dx. So variable separate in this term also because a is constant, plus in this term we have root a constant, and when we multiply by y we get 1 upon root y here, so dy by root y. Now this expression y dz plus z dy, this is what? This is the derivative of yz, y into z. So equal to a dx plus root a into dy by root y. Now integrate, we get integral of derivative is the function itself. So we get yz equal to integration of dx is x, so we get ax plus integration of 1 upon root y is twice root y. So we get 2 root a root y plus b, constant of integration. So this is the complete integral of the given equation. In this question, we can take first and second part also, because if we take first and second part, then also the variables are separated and we can integrate and obtain the value of p in terms of q. But in that case, when we put the value of p in equation first, the solution of equation first is a little bit complicated. So to avoid the complicacy, we take first and fifth part. So this is how the part we solve, or we use the Char-Pit method to solve partial differential equation, non-linear. Our next question is solve z square equal to p into q into x into y. So this is clearly a non-linear partial differential equation of first order. Non-linear because of the product term of p and q, and further the power of z is other than 1. And since the equation is not in standard form, therefore we apply the Char-Pit method to obtain its complete integral. Although this equation can be reduced into standard form fourth, that is function of xp equal to function of yq, by taking the transformation log z equal to capital Z, and by which we get del z by z equal to del capital Z. So you can try this by reducing it into standard form fourth. And as we are discussing Char-Pit method, so I am trying to obtain its complete integral by using Char-Pit method. This equation can be written as a function of f is pqxy minus z square equal to 0. So now we write the Char-Pit auxiliary equation corresponding to equation 2. And as we are very much familiar to how to write the Char-Pit auxiliary equation, so I am not going into detail and directly show you. This is the Char-Pit auxiliary equation corresponding to equation 2. Now generally we take two parts from this equation third and integrate to obtain the values of p or q, and then further we solve. But in this case the separation of variable by taking two parts is not possible, so we apply the multiplier methods. We choose first and fourth part and take the multiplier x in first part and p in fourth part. That is, we multiply numerator and denominator of first part by x and numerator and denominator of fourth part by p, and then adding we get x dp plus p dx upon minus 2pxz. After simplification of denominator, we get minus 2pxz. And similarly we take second and fifth part and apply the multiplier, choose the multiplier y and q. That is, we multiply numerator and denominator of second part by y and numerator and denominator of fifth part by q, and adding we get y dq plus q dy upon we get minus 2qyz, and these two ratios are equal to the previous ratios. Now look at this term. This is what? X dp plus p dx. So this is what? This is derivative of x into p. And similarly this term y dq plus q dy, this is what? This is the derivative of y into q. And in denominator, negative cancel, 2 cancel, and z cancel. So we get px and q in the right hand side we get qy. So the numerator is derivative of xp upon xp equal to, this is the derivative of yq upon yq. Now the variables are separated. If we put xp equal to t, then this is become dt. So dt by t integration is log t, and we get log xp equal to, here if yq equal to t, then this is what dt by t, again integration is log t. So we get log t is yq, plus constant of integration, suppose log a square. Now using the elementary properties of log, that is log m plus log n is log mn, and then log cancel. So we get px equal to a square yq. Now this is a relation between p and q, but we have to obtain the value of p and q in terms of x, y, z only. So putting the value px from equation 4 into equation first. So in equation first, in terms of for px we write a square yq. So we get using 4 into first, we get z square equal to a square y square q square, and from this we get q equal to z upon ay. So the value of q is in terms of x, y and x, y, z. Now putting this value of q in equation 4, we get the value of p in terms of x, y, z. So these are the values of p and q. Now putting the values of p and q in equation, dz equal to p dx plus q dy. So we get dz equal to p dx. The value of p is az upon x dx plus q dy. The value of q is z upon ay dy. Now the integration of this gives the required complete integral. So to integrate this, we have to separate the variable. So here we divide the whole equation by z to separate the variable. We get a dz by z equal to a, z cancel, a is constant, so we get a dx upon x plus 1 upon a constant, z cancel, dy upon y. So the variable are separated, and therefore the solution can be obtained by integration. So its integral is dz upon z log z equal to a constant, dx upon x log x plus 1 upon a constant, dy upon y, integration is log y plus constant of integration log b. Now apply the properties of log. We get z equal to b into x power a into y power 1 upon a. So this is the complete integral of the given equation, and this is how we apply the Char-Pit method to obtain the complete integral of non-linear partial differential equations. So thank you.